Hi, I'm Principal Dave Myers. I'm the principal here at BHHS Black Hills High School.
My name is Casey Olsen. I'm 6 foot and I played small forward.
My name is Garrett Glenn. I'm 6'3" and I play small forward.
I'm Ethan Lovelace. I am 6 foot 1 inch and I play guard.
My name is Kyle Walker. I'm 6'3" and I was a post.
I'm Zach Lovelace. I'm 5'10" and I'm a power forward.
When I started playing basketball, I was 5 years old playing in the YMCA league.
7?
I can't remember the specific age, but I was approximately 7 years old.
6 years old.
3rd grade.
From a young age, we had a little Fisher-Price hoop in our backyard, and from the start, my parents knew that we were about to be ballers. We would always play one-on-one in the backyard. We still do. Zach usually beats me because he backs me down and uses the jump stop. But I don't use the jump stop very much. I just huck up shots. My favorite player is Giannis Antetokounmpo because he's the Greek freak. He's unstoppable. I don't understand how anyone that impressive could be born, but he's my favorite player. Plays for the Milwaukee Bucks. He's literally unstoppable. He's gonna be the best player. He's gonna be better than LeBron. Mark my words. Thank you very much.
So a typical open gym is usually bunch of guys getting ready, OG's sitting in the corner on this fold-up chair, watching with his Pepsi.
I imagine Jaden dunking and making them look stupid. And we also get together into teams and we scrimmage most of the time. I usually don't do good in open gym. I don't know why, I just never do. So that's a typical open gym.
And I start with 50 pounds on my right, 50 pounds on with my left hand, 50 between the legs, right to left, 50 between the legs, left to right, 50 behind the backs, and then 50 in and outs with my right hand, 50 in and outs with my left hand, and then I'll start passing with my point guard, Joe Crumley.
Pre-game, you get the basketball, you just get the feel for it.
And I'll visualize making shots.
We go to the locker room and we get all suited up, we get all ready. I see Joe Crumley, he's dribbling the basketball, looking in the mirror, make sure his hair looks really good, and he's dribbling between his legs, he's trying to look super cool, and believe me, he does look super cool.
My biggest strength is definitely my shooting, the ability to spread the floor, and being kind of tall. It takes another tall guy out of the paint and spreads the floor, and 3 is more than 2. So.
If we were talking physically, my biggest strength is my strength, of course. That's an obvious right there.
My biggest weakness is anything that has to do with the basketball. I'm not very good with the basketball, and that's a big part of basketball. So it's a tough weakness, but it's okay.
Boy, depending on the game, it can range from, boy, that's a bad call by the official, or we, missed a few fundamental things that are going on.
My skill for just doing everything, it doesn't look natural, I'd say. Shooting, that's a big weakness for me, shooting and dribbling. So.
Myself as a player, let's see. I am a defensive guy, so anytime you need someone to get a stop, I'm probably your dude. I probably touch the ball 3 times per game, which I'm not complaining about, but I usually turn it over, which isn't bad. And so I'm one of those guys that will get every single loose ball, will be the sweatiest at the end of the game, and I'm proud to be the tough white guy on the team.
Better than average player. I wasn't bad. It was pretty good, I think.
They say I was loud and positive.
Oh yeah, good cut, E. Good luck. Finish, buddy. Back up. There you go, Kai. Go on.
Black Hills. I like everything about Black Hills. I feel like the school's really supported me, everything about them.
So go to all the home games to supervise and interact with the team and the students. I try to go to as many away games as I can.
Basketball-wise, the coaches are they watch over me, they care about me more than anyone else.
I think the coaches have worked hard to try to become better coaches throughout the year and adjust to the team they have.
The problem is what we do is this guy's
has raised more than $110 million in support of American Cancer Society.
Preston, I want you running through the double. Okay, Ethan, Kai, I want you set.
We want all our student athletes to set a positive example, and so sometimes they're held to a higher standard.
Is it running?
Yeah, I feel like Fred.
This is what you look like when you wear a hat all day prior to the basketball game. Max, what do you have to say about that?
Nothing. I don't know what else I'm supposed to wear.
No hat, maybe? So defensively, one more thing. Hey, watch your language.
Over the 4 years, you see maturity and growth, not only physically but also mentally. So a lot of times as freshmen, they're skinny and smaller and not quite as mature. But then as you see them as seniors, they filled out.
senior night was awesome. Like everybody was there to watch the seniors play and just see who they were. Family came out, a whole bunch of guys were just smiling, having a good time.
It was pretty special, just like having like everyone's like parents on the court, and we had a lot of off the court. Like my best friend had a lot of off the court stuff going on that senior night, and just to see everyone like come together.
The older players, my relationship with them is pretty nice. Actually, they're really cool. I get to joke around with them, and it's totally chill. It's not like they make fun of me or anything.
I feel like they're friends before they're teammates, which is awesome to be able to hang out with those guys every day at practice and just be able to like trust our lives with them pretty much.
The bus rides it really depended on where we were going and everybody's.
Braden's kind of weak. Although he can occasionally shoot the three, I think we can do pretty good against him if we just put Conleth on him, because Conleth's calves are just as big as Braden's body.
How do you feel about that, Conleth?
I do got pretty big calves.
Yes, he does have calves.
Big calves.
Joe Crumley, our point guard, would always bring a speaker, and we'd always be singing.
No matter how weird the song was, we'd all sing it.
Our head coach, Coach Gallagher, said he's never had a team like that do that before, and he loved it every time. He said we should all try out as a choir. So bus rides were really special. I'll remember those for a long time.
My worst memory has to go to that WFWS game. Not because we lost, per se. I mean, that's definitely like one of the big memories that we lost.
The way the season ended, being down 21 at half to a very good team and then coming back and taking the lead with 10 seconds left just to lose on a buzzer beater was definitely the most like heart-wrenching feeling I've ever had. And like knowing that was the end of my career.
I love Ethan. I love our team. It's really fun to play with these guys.
It's always bittersweet because it's good for them to be able to move on and grow and go on and experience the world and leave the nest, so to speak. But it's also sad to see them go because they have done a lot of things for the school.
Joe was in their heads, cutting on the floor. Never ever seen a baller cut like this before. Garrett drove to the left, Kai drove to the right. Them boys been putting up points all night. Student section yelling D up, D up. Boys basketball on aisle, clean up. Call the pipe squad, they were on their way. Our boys are so good, they should play for pay. So we ran, we jumped, and before you know, our winter team's the champs the entire EVCO. Oh, we beat you on the left, we beat you on the right. Hoisting that trophy all through the night. But don't be mad, cause your team's so bad. We have the best coaches we've ever had. Winning is the need. Our coaches are prime, they're gonna lead us to the dub every time.